So an article on the internet was, why is American students falling behind globally? And the answer is very complex because it's a sophisticated enemy that is designed to destroy us. I mean, civilizations and is destroyed by lack of education. The Bible says it. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. And you see, it's key here. The beginning of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is the fear of the Lord. Not necessarily, oh, he's going to kill me, but respecting him. You see, everything, math, physics, the human body, everything was started by Christ. He's the one that created us in the beginning. And same Jesus who came about. So if you are smart enough to have a relationship, then he helps you to understand his work. Okay? He helps you to understand it. And not understand it well. I know 2 and 2 is 4, I know the body, this and that, but how to really change things around, how to come with solutions to the body, how to take things to the next level. He's the one, because he introduces principles at different times. There was no principle of the rainbow until after the flood, and it became a symbol of hope. Because water was going up, you had water above the earth, but yet there was no refraction. I don't understand it, but refraction seemed to be a principle that was introduced and made possible after the flood. God was able to hold a whole bunch of water up with an atmosphere right there. For example, when the earth turns upside down, okay, I'm living here in Puerto Rico by the Atlantic and Caribbean Sea, Atlantic Ocean, Caribbean Sea, and sometime when the earth rotates, we're at the bottom, but yet the water doesn't fall off. It still is held right there, and everything is just going, we're driving straight, we held up, we should have fallen off. So, Christ is the one that established those principles. No, I don't think it's going to be the same thing on the moon. If you're driving on the moon, well, I don't know if the moon turns, or it might be just somebody just sailing around. I don't think it spins like the way we spin 2 ways. We go around the sun and then we go changing, directions going around. And so, this is the first thing he did. He took religion out of school. So school now has become like hell, or like a ghost town. There's no wisdom in there. Teachers are just like the students. And I recall I was teaching at the school and students saying, we like you more than our teacher. Well, because I have more knowledge. I'm saying that, and you want to be a teacher, you can just like a teacher and still saying, because you're not learning anything, you're not interested in it. And you're not interested in going home and spend, 20 hours a week studying nothing. You just want to just make it compact where you do it today, and you're studying it again, not going to even think about it again, and somehow they have to have a real testing so that you can pass to your next level, but you have mastered this level. Cartoons and Muppets and puppets and animals as teachers. It's known that students that from early start looking at these shows, parents start thinking the kids should go to Harvard or Yale because they're so smart, they know to count and they know the alphabet and they know a lot of words and so forth. They go to school and that brilliance lasts for a couple of years. But when they discover that school is not as dynamic, you can't go to the refrigerator and get some soda, you can't lie down and you can't turn the TV on and turn it back on until you tape it and see it another time. Class is different here. This teacher, male or female, but it's boring, or it's not even speaking to you, speaking to your domain, because a teacher can't touch all domains in the class. Some students are visual, some are olfactory, some are kinesthetic, all kinds of stuff. I mean, combination. Teacher can't do that. Teacher going to be teaching from their domain. And visual, that's all I'm going to be teaching. Is it clear, son? You see what I'm talking about? Someone say, how you grab that? How you dig this? How does it feel? So I'm saying, you can't do that. But with God in the classroom, he's going to make him teaching relevant to each person. Okay? And on the educational philosophies that you don't have to know the stuff, you just know to find it. So, and on the exams you have like LSAT and I know what LSAT and GMAT. You have a complimentary study. This is not real, it's just fictitious. But whatever. I mean, it's like as soon as I talk fictitious, they'll end it off story. Because I could only deal with reality. This thing has to have some meaning. And they try to show that these games they play will help you to be a good attorney. And I'm still looking to see a good attorney here in America because, all places have a different strategy. You have to show some serious brilliance. You have to spend all these hours, do some more schooling, to get into law school. It's as if there was a prerequisite to get in there. I know that I've spoken to some seasoned attorneys, and when I showed them some stuff, it's like they're saying, what? I'm broad. I have 10 different degrees. I'm studying over 100 different courses, and I can combine them in different ways. For example, this guy had a case in which this person was fleecing the government, getting money to take care of a sister who was handicapped. Her sister went in the hospital, the sister would be on the street. So they took him to court saying that he kind of stole the money. So I told the attorney, I said, look man, this is not a matter of that. This guy, the team is, this guy did not understand what he had to do. Because when they send out the communications of what to do, everybody gets the same thing. And each person learns differently. And if you want to charge somebody with something, you got to make sure this person understood clearly what needs to be done. And this person definitely wanted to do what's right. He asked other people, and this is how they see it. As long as you're not spending money on yourself and you have the money for your sister, it's all good. And bringing a teaching resource like this is the case. I give the students the syllabus at the beginning, but yet when first we start doing things differently, I say, if I give you the syllabus, I have to go it over, I have to take them individually and make sure, we go approach it like that. I show that, this is a black guy here, we have no education, we went to a little cheap school over there. And we play the cultural thing that we all know about, and so on. And ask the person that's about the communication, do you understand that people learn differently? Did you study communications at college? You're studying out communications. Did you study communications? Do you know if a person is visual, how you're going to communicate to them? If they're olfactory, they're kinesthetic, how you're going to communicate to them? Did you go and meet him individually and ensure that he understands clearly and tell you exactly what he has to do, which is what you require of them? So, my honor, all I'm presenting is that this guy is innocent due to ignorance. Now, they say that ignorance is no excuse for the law. But in real terms, yes, if this person didn't understand what he was doing and he had no intention to commit the crime, it's off. You can't convict him. So, we make the students so shallow and we don't see the connection between things. So when they get a big job now, they don't know what to do. And as a matter of fact, once I was traveling training in Atlanta, and this guy had a biology book. So I said, hey, let me look up something here, bro. And I was trying to revise some stuff. So he said, you like biology? I said, oh man, I like it. He said, well, I'm studying computers and I don't like this course. It's not anything to do with my computers. So now, he has electives, he's not interested in electives. He doesn't have a total, like in the British system, that knowledge is not everything he does. So what he's going to discover, and I told him, I say, you know what, you might have a child that has a problem. He tells you that, I have a girl locked up in me, but if you study biology, you'll understand that at sex, at conception, the sex of the child is determined because the man injects the X or the Y chromosome. The woman has an X, and if it's X is a girl, if it's XY is a boy. So you could understand that, and it's good for other people to say what they want, but for you, you know different, and you could guide the child before they get lost, you see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So, these are some of the things why I think our education is happening. First of all, because we have superpower, and the enemy wants to defeat us. The New World Order, the Antichrist wants to defeat us. And so they come in and have lobbyists that lobby to change our education. I have done some courses. In fact, when I was living in Florida, I would go to the city government and I would make a speech. And the journalists would be reacting to it. You heard what he said today? I have a degree and I never heard anything like that. This guy is crazy. You don't think that people who have a lot of education are crazy? No, there's America here where you have this guy trying to be a doctor and he's crazy. Sugar-Blue Aurora place, and this other one in Chicago and up in Virginia Tech. This is America where crazy people get into higher education should have the place. But overseas where I come from, when you're crazy you don't get nowhere. Your parents not going to send you anywhere because they know that they're going to put you on anybody else because they don't feel bad. My son was crazy. I push him, get him some medication, come back and he's still always people because you know he's good. You know? So, but they didn't study nothing. And I was telling stuff like America was in a serious position, things could collapse. It's bad. You know, we're killing the goose that lady going over. And they say, oh, he hear what he said, we should kill him. And then the judge and all of them, they take my child away because they don't like what I was saying. They tried to beat me up, they tried to put me in a mental institution. The Jewish people tell them, my girlfriend, they say that, why did you call the health, mental health people and tell them that I'm a danger to myself and to others, come and get him? Because there's a law like that. You call them, then they'll come and put you in observation. And when they take me for observation, they're going to put me on some drugs. And then somebody come in and say, oh, he's still he's still psychotic. So we have to keep him permanently. But that was the game they want to, they figure out I'm crazy and I don't know what I'm talking about. But, you know, I go back to Florida and ask them who is right. So, if we want to, and the president is trying it, the president is saying that he wants to revise and reform education. But now this governor in South Carolina, I think this Indian lady, she's from India, she's Hindu. Do you think that she's going to support something that is supposed to be sort of Christian and that will help our society advance? No, she's not going to. And she isn't making a decision consciously, I want to oppose the government and oppose America. But it's just happening because she has a different, religion and different philosophy and how God tells her to obstruct our progress and so on. So, those where it's go. And others are going to be doing it from different angles, but Santorum is saying about so many people are evil. And when they have good positions, they're going to post things that will even benefit themselves. Because when people are evil, they're suicidal. Okay? So we need to figure out and solve this educational problem real quick.